What up, Run Club? Here's your quick rundown of the most interesting drops and announcements in terms of running fashion this February. This time around I've picked 5 highlights that I can't wait to share with you, and we're also going to go over a couple of my favorite pickups from this past month. So brew yourself a cup of coffee and go lie down on your favorite post long run spot on your living room floor, and let's get into it. The EVO SL has become more popular than shin splints. Everyone's got them and they don't seem to go away, and for good reason. They sit at a pretty competitive price point, they feel good and they look even better, but just when you thought a shoe couldn't get any more Run Club, Adidas goes ahead and drops a new version, the EVO SL EXO. They've slapped on an quote-unquote exoskeleton on the upper of the shoe for some added structure, which is a nice upgrade, but more importantly, it looks super sick. Technically, the SL EXO has already been released through some kind of shock drop on the down low via Running Warehouse in the US, but I do expect a global release in the very near future. At the same time, Adidas has yet another version of the EVO SL on the way. This, on the other hand, looks pretty shit to me. Dubbed the EVO SL EQP as in equipment, it seems to be centered around rougher usage and rugged terrain with ripstop reinforcements, so maybe there's some reasoning behind this monstrosity, but look what they did to my boy. Speaking of rugged, Literary Sport just dropped their spring summer collection featuring my very favorite tech and functional clothing, the very durable Cordura fabric. As always, the cuts, silhouettes and choice of material looks on point, and I really dig these Pablo shorts in Cordura. However, they do come in at $450. For once, Asics is coming in hot with the release of the Superblast 3. I love how they managed to make this somewhat chunky silhouette look pretty fast, both through the sculpting of the midsole and especially through the graphics on the upper. Rarely have I seen them come this correct on the aesthetics outside of their continuous collaboration with Kigo. The first 3 colorways are straight gorgeous, and the Cobalt Burst would look so good with the new Octane gloves and toque from Minted, which I did just pick up. But the white version is probably my favorite, something their friends over at Bandit seem to agree on as they've used it for their spring summer lookbook. Definitely check that out as well. While the color options seem a bit dull this time around, the tech that they've been working on sounds really cool. For my 4th pick of this draft, I'm highlighting a brand that I've been scouting for a couple of years, mainly for their winter sports gear, but UYN just shared a preview of their upcoming trail running collection featuring what looks to be some incredible knitwear, including these cargo half tights and this fuzzy thing. I love their focus on natural fibers mixed with innovative technology, so I'm definitely keeping an eye out for the drop date of this collection. Hiking focused ROA just released their spring summer collection, and unfortunately for our wallets, everything here looks so good. However, most of the stuff isn't really suited for running, especially during summer. But I do want to highlight a couple of pieces that's giving Satisfy's Muff Tech a run for their money. Check out the all over muff print on this base layer and these sleeves. Disgustingly dope and creepy at the same time. Moving on to a couple of my favorite pickups from this past month. It's been incredibly cold around here, so I decided to try out the Lava Loft down jacket from ACG. Nike heard Timothée Chalamet announce that orange is once again the new black. They said swept, got it, painted an entire train orange and drove it to Milan to crash the Olympics. The orange version of the Lava Loft jacket has been a central piece of that campaign, and the black version has been a central piece in my efforts to stay warm through February. So far, I'm really pleased. I think it's quite impressive how effective these perforations are, making this thing feel very breathable, which was my number one concern. The thumb loops that they've added without putting a hole in the sleeve is a simple but nice feature, and I love how you're able to pack it into its internal pocket for easy transportation. If you need help justifying picking this up, I told myself that I will also be able to use it as a very warm mid layer under a shell for activities such as snowboarding. Another pickup that have helped me stay toasty is these mittens from Berlin-based Optimistic runners. The lining feels much warmer than any of the gloves I own, and the opening on the palm to put your fingers through is a total game changer, making it much easier to fiddle with your watch or phone.